This is Total War Warhammer. It's a game for the PC. I've been playing it quite a lot. I've played it a little over an hour and a half. And so I just kind of wanted to share with everyone what I've learned and kind of make an instructional guide on how to play the game. I'm a big fan of the Total War series. I've read over one book by them, and I've actually heard that they made a board game based off of the book series. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but if it's as good as the books, then I'm sure it's great. But in the game here, you play as the humans. The humans called the Empire, and yes, it is based off of Star Wars. It's kind of a Star Wars fan fiction of what if the Empire was good. And so with the Empire, you do have an Emperor, and here he is. His name is Karl Franz, and he starts out with some units here, and they each serve their own purpose. So we have the swordsmen here. They have swords. The halberdiers, they have halberdier. Then you have the spearmen. They have spears. The handgunners have handguns, and crossbowmen have crossbows. And then the Reichsguard, which obviously guard the Reichs. But actually, the Reichsguard, they're kind of a little useless, and you don't really need them, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and get rid of them. And I highly recommend that everyone else do the same when you start out. They're just more of a burden than anything. So the point of the game is to actually take back your province. And your province includes 4 towns, and these 3, Einhart, Grunberg, and Helmgart, and with your capital, an alternative Dorf, as it's translated in German, your capital Altdorf there. And so once you have this full province, then you kind of win the game. So to start out, you need to fight these guys, and since we're red, you can probably guess who our enemy is here. The blue guy is here. The rest of the guys, they're kind of just background. You can ignore them. So let's go fight the blue guys. So you just right-click, and you want to point your sword at them. I don't know why it's a sword, because it could be a halberdier, or it could be a spear, but, you know, it's a sword. Anyways, so you have 3 options at this point. You can fight the battle. You can auto-resolve it, which I don't actually know what that does. I think it's like if your car is really determined about something, you would push this. But we don't have any cars, so I'm not going to use that one. And then you can retreat. If you guys are wounded and they start a surgery, but the surgeon has to start for whatever reason, you would hit this so that they retreat the wounds. So let's actually just go ahead and fight this battle, since the other 2 aren't relevant. And so we're the blue guys, and these guys... No, wait, hold on. No, we're the red guy. Wait, why is this red? This should be blue, and this should be red. This must be some sort of glitch with the game. Maybe the designer's colorblind, but anyways, you know, it's still a good game. It has little glitches here and there like that. But if you want some history of the Total War franchise, then the Total War Warhammer is actually a thing. The Warhammer. It is a hammer made for war. The dwarves made it for the humans because they saw how bad at war the humans were, and the dwarves were like, well, I guess we'll make you better with this warhammer. And so Karl Franz here actually holds the warhammer there, and these guys want the warhammer. So what you want to do is you actually want to take Karl Franz and you want to get him as far away from the battle as possible, because you don't want them stealing his warhammer. Then next you want to take your handgunners and crossbowmen and group them together. You want to put them right at the start there. And then you want to take the remaining guys and group them together, and you want to put them over here. Now, with this, you don't really want them to use their projectiles, because it's not good. So the first thing you want to do is you want to hit this button and make them melee. So with that, we'll start the battle. I don't see the other guys. So they might have climbed up the trees here, because you can climb up trees to hide in them. So I'm just going to have those guys charge in. And then I'm going to take these guys, and you want these guys charging forward while you have these guys hang back and cover them with support. So to support them, you want to just kind of have them go at the bottom of the hill here, and then you want to face them backwards. This kind of provides moral support, so these guys can look back and be like, oh, hey, we have their backs. Or, yeah, because the back is facing these guys. So let's see if we can find any guys here. And my guess is if they're not in the trees, maybe these trees. Well, you always want to be charging up hills, too. It trains your guys and makes them stronger. Oh, here we go. There they are. So, let's see what we have here. They have some spear guys, so let's charge right into the spear guys. Oh yeah, that's a good charge. And we're going uphill, too, which scares them, because they don't know how to climb hills. And then these guys, you kind of want to have them approach a little closer there. Always keep them backwards. It's like the Scottish, when the Scottish were showing defiance towards the English. They would show them their butts. It's kind of like that situation here. So let's have them turn around quickly. There we go. Okay, how are these guys doing? Oh, good. They're strategically withdrawing right now. So they're going to run away, and these guys are going to chase them entire map. It's a great strategy. Thankfully, they're doing it early. So, okay, and also you want to make sure this white bar here disappears, just because, as my track coach would tell me, white's never right. So you want to get rid of that white bar as quick as possible. So that's going great. They've already gone. This one, not doing as great. Let's try and get him to run away here. So, there we go. Now it's going down. Okay. So at this point, I think I'm doing pretty well. They're strategically withdrawing to get them to tire those guys out. So let's go ahead and bring Karl Franz in. Charge him in here. Because at this point, Karl is going to show these guys the hammer, just to remind them, like, hey, I have this hammer here. It does war. You better watch out. And then at that point, these guys should just all run away and retreat. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm just going to fast forward for when Karl Franz gets here. Alright, so here comes Karl Franz, and he's about to show him the hammer. And they should run away at this point. Okay. They're charging toward him, but that's okay. Just look at that. Yeah, there we go. Using that hammer to good effect. And now let's make sure the other generals get in here. He is. Good. This way Karl can do maximum damage here. Now hopefully these guys have retreated far enough. Oh, they've actually recovered. So let's go ahead and get them to charge in again. With Karl. Because we want them to provide support. And Karl. You never want to attack the enemy's general. It's just not good form, you know. These were very sporting days. So let's go ahead and have Karl turn around here. And this shows a sign of respect to the opposing general. Like, I respect you. Here's my back. Do you have it? Let's just fast forward. No, don't attack the general. It's bad form. Oh! Oh, I lost.